Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail again. In the last episode, Decker made it to the Mushroom Cove, where we acquired 3 cave hoppers, requested by Big Brett in order to help continuing to feed the members of Southgate Station. We also found Newton, someone else who Big Brett had sent to that cave to capture cave hoppers as well. He had been chased by some Psy beetles and took cover inside a abandoned warehouse. We were able to kill the Psy beetles that had been pinning him down, more or less, and we explored the location and found a secret area, but we need dynamite to fully explore it, and we won't have access to that for quite some time. We got quite a few oddities, however, out of that secret area, and upon turning the quest in for Big Brett, and now we've reached level 5. Go us! With the mission being a success, we also explored a little more of the Mushroom Cove and did a rather difficult battle for us early on, defeating 3 Psy beetles. Yay, us! And now we're back here in Southgate Station, where we will tell Big Brett that we were successful at completing his request. Hey, Hadrian. He nods. Decker? What can you tell me about... I'm done with Brett's quest. Now what? Excellent. I have another task for you. Gorski has led an expedition to the nearby GMS compound, and he requested that you specifically join him there. Go to the station platform exit and talk to Essie. She can instruct you on how to reach GMS compound. After you've completed this task, come and see me. Alright, no problem. We will get right on it. Something smells like burning. My house. Is it the laptop that's near me? Maybe? I think that's what it is. Before, however, we go to the GMS compound and see what Gorski wants, we'll go ahead and talk to Ethan Lanford, who we haven't talked to before. Before you is a handsome young man whose attire portrays him as someone who prefers charm over harm. Whether his looks deceive or not, though, is a question that has yet to be answered. In his hand, a glass of fizzy water. He calmly addresses you. May I help you? Are you Ethan Lanford? And you are? Decker. I was told you were someone who might know a thing or two about temporal manipulation. Ah, yes, that is true. I am a temporal manipulator, a psionic whose expertise lies in the discipline of temporal manipulation. If you are here to learn new abilities, to expand your arsenal of psionic powers, then you are talking to the right guy. What can you tell me about that discipline? Well, temporal manipulation is a psionic discipline that allows one to manipulate time in many different ways. Accelerate it, decelerate it, suspend it, reverse it. But before you get your hopes up too much, the effects are on a local level, meaning that one's reshaping or even disfigurement of the structure of the universe will not have large-scale consequences, but will rather only affect a small part of space-time. Just the very part that is being manipulated. If I understand... I understand if you're finding this difficult to comprehend. It's not an accessible subject, really. Regardless, it is an immensely powerful discipline in the right hands, but it is also sadly underused. So, we don't have any psionic powers, and I do not intend to take any with Decker, so our interest in that will be left off there. I had other questions for you. Go ahead. Anything interesting going on? Not much, unfortunately. The cave-in has all of us trapped in here, so like a lot of people, I'm waiting for the tracks to get clear before I can move on. But it's not much of a problem. I've always liked this place. Oh, what do you think of it then? I've been here before many times, and will return again if time allows. There are many places where more fun can be had. Nothing tops Core City in that regard, at least not in South Underrail, but Southgate Station's a place which I find most relaxing. It is a safe, well-defended station with civilized citizens. The earthquake sort of forced me to stay here, and I don't mind. Moreover, I'd rather be stuck here than at some low-life infested bar, worrying whether someone is going to stab me in the back. Where will you be going after the rocks have been cleared? I'm thinking Core City. Probably Core City. But the life of a traveler is an unpredictable one. Alright, man. Take care. Now, we can try picking his pocket, but I don't think we have the pickpocketing skill to even see what he's got at the moment, and we do not. Oh, can we actually, though, search the guards' pockets? Let's take a quick peek. We weren't able to do so last time at all, I think. We can at least see what he has. And we can take his credits. We'll go ahead and do that. A heads up, by the way, I believe the way this works is that whenever you take anything from someone's pockets with pickpocketing, they obviously no longer have it. But this means that if you plan on, let's say, fighting a group of people, and you're able to pick their pockets first, you can maybe remove their health hypos or adrenaline shots first, and then, or even their bullets, and then they won't be able to reload their weapons, or won't be able to heal themselves in combat or what have you. Something useful that, you know, maybe you can put to better use than I do. Hey, Jack. Actually, can we pick... I don't think we had the pickpocket necessary to pick Jack Quicksilver's pockets either. Will you not? Yeah? What do you do for a living, Jack? Are you a trader? Among other things, yeah. Are you looking to trade? Maybe later. I'll be here for a little while longer. Catch you later, Jack. Or maybe I'll catch you. Actually, we should trade with him. Sorry about that. 4 lockpicking devices and 2 special bolts. So we have 2 tranquilizing bolts. We can sell them for 30 credits. Or we could take maybe some... We could take some MK2 lockpicks instead. Let's do that. Speaking of selling, we should stop by... Oh, do I want to do that quest? I do. We should talk with him again, because there's a quest he has, which we might as well do now. So the only penalty about doing the quest early for him is that he will leave afterwards. And if you want to pick his pocket, you might be able to get enough pickpocketing to do so. But we'll do it anyway. So, what brought you here in the first place? A lucrative business opportunity, but it slipped past me, unfortunately. What happened to it? It's a business secret. If you're interested in doing some work, though, that's something I can arrange. What's the pay? I'll pay you in Southgate Station credits, 100 pieces. It's a package delivery job. You interested? Yeah, tell me the details. He beckons you closer. You know where the GMS warehouse block is? Yes. First, go to the barracks at the station platform here in Southgate Station. This key will open one of the foot lockers, and the package will be inside. He hands you the key. Take the package to the warehouse block, to the building just south of the GMS compound. A man will be waiting for the package there, and you'll get your money. All right, we will not speak of this again until the job is done. We got some quests for Southgate Station, which I can't stand seeing that little number. It annoys me to no end. All right, so let's first go to the engineering and cyber labs, because we want to see if we can actually sell those side beetle carapaces that we have, and we also want to see if we can purchase a taser, both the blueprint and the ingredients necessary to create one. Hey, Harold. What's up? Show me what you got. So, he might be buying them. He is. He's buying... I don't know if these count as padding or what have you, but we can sell some of these. So let's sell the crappy ones to start. And can I get one of these for them? Not quite. Does he buy all of them? He's only buying 2, so these count as armor parts. Well, if he's only buying 2, then we should sell him the better ones, because I'm not going to do anything with these. He's also buying your knife handle, but I'm going to hold on to that. All right, so let's talk with Ezra. Hello, Ezra. Decker. Do you have anything to trade? So, do we have anything for us to sell him? Nothing I want to sell him. So, I'm looking for a taser. Here it is. That's 50 bucks. I know that a taser wants a power source, and I know it wants an electric discharger. He's not selling an electric discharger, though, so we can't actually build it. That's a shame. Alright, then we'll just take the blueprint now, and we'll hope we can get lucky enough to find, to come back here later, and he will sell a discharger later. Maybe we get super lucky and find one, but probably not. Alright, let's go back to our core. Oh, that was the wrong thing to go to. Though there are quite a few people here, we could pick their pockets. Nah, we'll do it later. Let's go to our private quarters. We'll leave some of this stuff we're carrying in the shelves here, so we're not lugging it around with us. And then we'll head up to the lower station platform, make our way to the barracks, get that package, and see about delivering it. Okay, so let's put you here, all of you. Actually, yeah, yep. I don't have any high levels of crafting with the. Actually, this is it there. That's correct. You don't have any high levels of crafting, so we're not doing any crafting quite yet. If he was selling enough stuff, we could make a taser. I totally would have purchased it and made a taser, but he is not. So much for that. Maybe we should try picking the pockets of everyone. You know what? Let's do it. Come on. There might be something useful there. So let's go to the administration block. Anyone here? Nope. Alright, sir. You're busy with that box. He'll be doing this forever, so we might as well help him out a little bit. And he's got a bolt trigger, which is worth nothing. He can keep his bolt trigger on him. Computer console here, which I don't know if we can use yet. Hello, commoner. Has anyone actually I don't think a lot of people walk into this place to take a look at these people, but we totally are, because that guy had $5, and that computer console does nothing for us. Don't mind me, guys. We're just, I'm looking to see if you guys have the power switch to that computer console. You guys look like you're really engrossed in a conversation of super importance. I don't want to disturb you, so I'll just, I'll search your pockets myself. It'll be fine. Just to let everyone in here know, there was nothing inside those shelves. Security guard. Some of the consoles are out again, but I think Ezra is working on that. Don't mind me, guard. We're just searching you. Oh, he's got a frag grenade case blueprint. He also has a .44 hammerer for sale. Thanks for the gun. That will come in really useful. We'll sell it to Lucas. This guy has some anticoagulant, so I guess we might as well take that as well. We'll visit the doctor and see if he's willing to buy it. Hello, commoner. Don't mind me. We're still looking for that start button. All you have is $10. I'm not allowed to search all the boxes. That'd be too much fun. If we had stealth and a high level of it, we could turn the lights off in here and probably walk around and search what's inside the desk. Oh, actually, we can actually search what's inside the desk. There's nothing inside of it. We can search all these things, these other containers. But without stealth, we are unable to do so. Well, we are unable to do so and without aggroing the entirety of Southgate Station. Now, did we search the pockets of good Dr. Pasquale? I don't think we did. So I'll remember to do that right now then. How's my drugs? Drugs are looking pretty good. Hello, Pasquale. Hello, Decker. So he's buying these. We'll vendor them to him. Let's take a bandage or two. Do I have anything else to sell him? We can sell him some of our psi boosters. We're never going to use those. I think we'll sell him one single health hypo. And I'm not going to do any biology, so those are useless to me. We'll just take $42. I didn't search his pockets, which is something I totally said I was going to do. Sorry about this, Pascal. I left something in your coat pocket before. So you've got the mortuary key card, $48, and some ampoules, but our pickpocketing is not yet high enough to take any of it. So close. It's so far away. Might be able to hack our way into this. Nope. Not with hacking 90. Well, yes, but not at this moment. Let's go back out to the cave tunnel and exit. There's a handful of more people down there, and we can say hello to them. The only way that Decker, well, the proper way that Decker says hello, by rummaging through their clothes. All right. Hello. All turrets. You don't have pockets. Stay sharp. You too, SGS Sentry. You too. You have 3 health hypos and $50. I feel a little guilty taking them from him because he's on guard duty and I want him being able to defend Southgate Station. Hello, Barrel. Nothing in you. Captain Savannah. You catch the woman drinking something from an aluminum-colored flask. She casually tilts it up and takes a swig, her expression being a calm, neutral one. But as soon as she brings the flask down and swallows, the drink sets her now fluttering eyes ablaze before imploding the whole top half of her face. Her mouth, on the other hand, is semi-open, discharging the deleterious vapor, while her lips undulate with searing pleasure. She clears her throat, closes the flask, and puts it back into her pocket. She notices you through her goggles and inspects you for a second or two before speaking in a heavy, abused voice. Huh? Who are you? Never mind, I remember you. You're that new guy. Need a ride, kid? I need to get to the junkyard. Alright, I'll take you there for 8 charons. Or 25 credits if you got those. Oh, I failed my wallet in my other armor suit. Uh-huh. So Savannah here tends to have a good level dagger on her. I want to say it's like level 11 or so. It has a durability of like 1,100 or something. Let's take a look. I was close. Level 10 today. It's random, but I know it's a high-level dagger. But we don't have the pickpocketing to take this from her, so she gets to keep it at the moment. On that note, Essie, the girl we were told to talk to up on the station platform, she tends to have a decent level SMG or pistol on her. Like, it's level 6 or 7. It's still better than what you probably have at this time. But, I don't think we'll have the pickpocketing for that either. Oh, that was actually... I want to go back to the armory really quick. We did get that .44 pistol. I want to see if we can actually trade it. I don't think we can, because I don't think he's buying any more guns at the moment. But if we can, we will do so. Okay, he is. So we can vendor the .44, get all of his cash, and we have some leftover purchasing power. So why don't we take the pistol now? 9 through 16. 7 through 13. This bleeds the target. This does not bleed the target. He is not looking to buy any more melee weapons, so I would have to buy that dagger from him. 9 through 16. 7 through 13. 25% chance to bleed the target, but we don't do that much damage, but maybe it'll still be okay. We'll be okay. We'll be okay at the moment. Let's purchase, maybe we can get another mechanical repair kit or 2. Okay, not bad. Almost all his money. We get the pistol blueprint and 2 mechanical repair kits. We'll learn how to make a pistol, and that won't come into play for some time. It'll be like around level 18 or 20 or so by the time I've got enough mechanical to make a good level pistol. Still, I wouldn't mind having the knowledge of how to do that now. And as you can see, we're leaving the crossbow there to hopefully sell to him in the future. There's no reason for us to carry it around. I view this game like I viewed Stalker, or most games that have an inventory, especially that game has weight to it. I will not carry things with me if I can avoid it. I prefer traveling light if I can. Let you hold more loot, let you move around faster depending upon the game as well. Hello, Essie. A willowy woman removes her respirator as you approach to exhibit the smile beneath. You remember talking to her for the first time you came here, but for some reason her name eludes you at the moment, if she even mentioned it at all. Her light soprano voice is quick to remind you, though. Hi, Decker. Remember me? Essie? Of course, Essie. How could I forget you? How's it going? It's going decent. Well, you've been admitted to the station, so I reckon it can't be bad, right? Right? So, need some help? Directions? To be a bit more specific? Yeah, I was hoping you could tell me how to get somewhere. Sure. Where are you headed? I need to get to GMS compound. Oh, that one's easy. Just exit the station to the north and head straight until the first crossroad. Then turn left and go straight until you come upon an auxiliary road. Keep going straight. Follow the road, and it will lead you into an abandoned warehouse block. GMS compound is in its northwest corner. Thanks. And the proper thank you is to rummage through your pockets while you're looking at those boxes. And she does indeed have a level 6 SMG, a 7.62 Jaguar. We prefer pistols, although to be fair, if we could take this, we could also, sell it for $3,720 worth of worth. Alright, quick saves. I don't think we do any of this stuff so far. All right, let's go downstairs. Blue areas are not zone traversals. They generally bring you up and down to different areas, but they might bring you into or out of a cave as well. Know that enemies will be able to follow you if you go through them. They can go through those blue areas to chase you if you're trying to get away from them. Enemies will not chase you through whatever this is called. These the red squares. Nothing there. Now I can't remember where all of the oddie items are, so that means that we're rummaging around in every single trash can that we come across. That said, I will be checking to see when we eventually do collect the total amount of a possible oddity. That's a fancy way of me trying to say that if I get like all of the rat hound oddities, then I know I don't have to kill any rat hounds. If I find certain ones in barrels, I'll know we don't need to go hunting around in any barrels. For example, and especially this example, in the lower caves, we will eventually reach the trilobite fossil total, the limit we're allowed to research. And there aren't there'll still be quite a bit more rubble to search that has them, but we won't gain anything from it. Lower Underrail can be very deadly, the cave system especially, and we probably won't be exploring all of it in oddity mode. Maybe we will anyway, but if I do, I'll be a much higher level before I step down there. Killing Death Stalkers isn't worth it on oddity mode. Hello, Harland. You come up to a short, bull-necked man leaning forward, focusing all his attention at one of the security monitors before him. On it, you see two dark figures disappearing behind the corner. The man straightens up and recoils as he becomes aware that he is not alone. One quiet moment passes, and then he speaks. Oh, you scared the hell out of me, man. He pulls down his respirator. Don't you sneak up like that. Oh, I'm Decker. Hey, I'm Harland. What are you doing down here? Where do these tunnels lead? Freaking everywhere. Back when Underrail was built, they used them as an escape route in case there were hazards in one of the main tunnels, or just to be able to quickly access remote parts of the lower Underrail. Nowadays, between the lurkers and dangerous creatures that skitter about, it's not the safest way to travel around. If you absolutely must go there, best bring night vision goggles, or at least some flares. Where do these tunnels lead? Freaking everywhere! I just told you that. Oh, can you let me in them? I'm not opening the gates unless it's an emergency. Gorski's orders. Why not? It's a lurker metropolis out there. And I'm here on my own guarding it because everyone else is working or guarding the metro tunnel upstairs. So unless Gorski or Tanner come down in person to tell me otherwise, this gate is staying closed. What can you tell me about these lurkers? Oh man, you don't want to meet those guys, let me tell you that. They're a brutal cannibalistic gang that lives in these underpassages, and they are the primary reason why only the most desperate would use them. I see them on the camera sometimes, and at one time 3 of them even tried breaking through the gate. Had they managed it though, they'd have met that turret over there, but seriously now, lurkers are no joke. I heard stories of them stealing babies and children from smaller settlements and... oh, horrible stuff, man. Horrible stuff. Alright, thanks, Harland. The lurkers are one nasty bandit group. They have some of the more dangerous enemies that you'll be fighting early on, especially. Their assassins are very dangerous. Their murderers are also very dangerous. Very hard to hit them with both ranged or melee weapons. And most of them are stealth users, so you won't see them unless your detection is pretty good. And they're all hiding in darkness, and they all know you're there. Alright, nothing in the shelves, nothing down here. Not let's search. Oh, not let's search the locker, but we are allowed to search Harland. Let's see what he has today. 57.62 standard ammunition rounds. We will gladly take them. Thank you, Harland. I'm sure you'll be fine down here, all alone, with your gun turret. The lurkers won't break in. They don't break in. Unless they added that as like a new event. They probably didn't. He'll probably be okay. Alright, let's have a eel sandwich. And let's go ahead and head up this way. Okay, so I think this is the barracks at the station platform. Hello, guard. Hi, you must be Decker. Name's Roman. I'm in charge of this barricade. Wish I had a time to chat, but I'm quite busy right now. How much damage did the earthquake do? We're not sure. It might be that the tunnel just caved in a couple places. I sent parties to the tunnel's side entrances to investigate. We'll know more when they return. Have you made any progress in clearing the tunnel? Not much so far. We have to dig deep enough to safely plant the explosives, otherwise we'd risk damaging the tunnel even more. Alright, I'll leave you to your work. After we search your pockets for dangerous contraband. You are way too important standing guard, looking innocent enough here. Holy crap, he's got 108.6 millimeter standard rounds worth 2,000 value. He can keep them, though. And we're allowed to enter here without any trouble. But not search the footlockers, but there's no cameras. It doesn't look like anyone else is in here. And there is a package. And we dropped the key for this locker after we opened it. A light-sealed, nondescript package. The other things are locked, obviously. All the footlockers, maybe not so obviously. But I don't remember them having anything useful in them whatsoever. In fact, I think they're all just empty. So, they can stay there. Oh, alright, fine. You're right. Let's search them. At least we'll search one of them. But if this one's empty, I'm almost positive the other one is. Empty. Yep, I'm pretty sure the other one is also empty. Or it has, like, quality level 11 black cloth in it, or something of that sort. Since we're here, why don't we search the sentries as well? We could totally take their bullets. I don't think anything's going to attack here. But I'd feel a little guilty doing that, so they can keep all of it. By the way, in this instance, if you have the pickpocketing and you're like, I totally want these, you should absolutely take the bullets instead of the cash. He's more aware of you taking the cash, we can't even take it, and it's only worth 300 in value. However, his bullets are worth 3,200 in value, and he won't mind you taking them because he won't detect you. Oh, I didn't even see you here hiding in your camouflage blue outfit. Thought you'd get away from me not seeing your 108.6 millimeter rounds there, but you are so wrong. Weiss, what are you doing? A lean, athletic man greets you with a friendly, resonant voice. Hello, friend. I don't believe we met. My name is Bison. Hey, I'm Decker. I'd love to chat, but as you can see, we're all a bit too busy right now. Is there something you need? What are you doing? I'm helping with clearing up the tunnel by using telekinetic manipulation. Alright, man. Good luck. But we'll search our pockets to see if you have any money on you. 5 side boosters, and we can't take them. A little sentry. Search your pockets as well. That guy's detection is a little better than his friends. Okay, so we don't get to take any of that. Alright, everyone. It's go time. We have a test of our character right here. These guys don't look so friendly. Before we say hello, let's search the barrels. Hello. Protectorate propaganda. Bunch of pamphlets of protectorate propaganda calling on citizens and leaders of Underrail communities to work with them towards integrating into the United Stations, promising safety and an easier life. 1 odd experience point. A group of thugs stands before you like a pack of starving rat hounds, and judging by their general appearance, they definitely look the part as well. The pack leader, an average height but unusually wide-shouldered man, struts forward, checks you out for a second, and then finally speaks in a predominantly nasal-sounding voice. All right, hand over the package. What package? Don't try my patience, punk. Give me the bloody package and walk away. Otherwise... Why don't you try and take it, you dumb oaf? Oaf? I'll be taking that package and your life, punk. Thankfully, I remembered that we should have our pistol equipped, so we get to start. Alright, so this guy is the most dangerous one, because he has a sledgehammer that can probably kill us in 2 hits if he hits it with us. This guy has a pistol, and this guy has, looks like a submachine gun. He's the closer one, though, so I think we'll start with him. So, oh, you know what? Actually, we also have some morphine. So let's take the morphine to start. Ooh, good critical hit there, Decker. Almost killed him. We could run up and stab him, and it might kill him. In fact, it probably will. But then he'll be attacked by the sledgehammer guy, and I really don't want that to happen. So we're going to run away. Get some distance. And I should have ran over here, because over here is brighter. They'll have an easier time shooting me. That's a 5mm pistol he's firing. That sounds like our own type of pistol. This will still shred us, because our armor is not very good at blocking or absorbing those bullets. So let's kill this. Actually, yeah, let's kill this bandit. Bastard! You missed, loser. You didn't miss that time. Die, scum. Alright, we can kind of get around him. So I really don't want to stand and slug it out with this guy. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. So, okay. I'm making a bunch of sounds and no one understands what's going through my head. Pistols have had a new thing added to them. All pistols ignore up to 40% of the target's evasion at close range. So they become a really decent weapon to use at extreme close range, and our pistol does 10 through 30 damage. Our knife does 7 through 13. It's 20 AP to shoot the pistol. It's 12 to swing the knife. So we will shoot this guy in the face. Again. Again. Now we charge toward this guy. That goes both ways though, Tim. Ooh, good hit. Yes! Oh, Decker, that was well done. And of course, I used the morphine, but I was able to move around to avoid them. Still, we'll get plenty of morphine later on. A steel sledgehammer. I'm just going to take it off the body and leave it in one of these barrels. We don't have the strength to wield it effectively. I guess I should point this out as well in case you're new to the game and you've never seen this. So, I think, yeah, we can use a sledgehammer even though we don't have the strength for it. However, our accuracy with it will be god-awful. Not quite as bad as some other characters who might want to use it because our strength is 6, so we're only 2 lower than what it takes to wield the sledgehammer. But if you had a strength of 3, you'd have maybe a 5%, 10% chance to hit the enemy. Okay, some okay stuff on that guy. Let's take a look and see what we picked up. So, a 5mm Jaguar, not worth very much, and a .762mm Hammerer without a laser sight. Ours is definitely better. He's also got some armor, level 3. Our armor is level 2, so technically this is better. Let's look. 12% to... there's no real difference. We'll leave all that stuff there. We'll leave this here as well. Okay, let's move on. More rat hounds. And more rocks. These rat hounds will be tougher than the ones we fought down below. They got slightly higher stats. We should still be able to annihilate rat hounds, though. Their level 6 dagger, especially. Rat hounds, for some action points, can howl. If there's any other rat hounds within earshot, they will come to investigate. Don't click, by the way, on explosive barrels with your knife while you're walking up here. I'm sure I'm not the only one who, the very first time they were playing the game, walked up to search the barrel and killed themselves when I walked up here and searched it. Okay, I want you guys approaching me. I don't want to use bullets, so let's just do this. I think this is safe. Rat hounds have a special ability called pack hunting. As you can see, this allows them to do increased damage and increases their attack skill. Wow, 20% as well for one rank in pack hunting. And then we move away. This one will hit us 3 times. This one I think might get 2 attacks on us. Just 1. Okay, that one was a critical hit, though. Carve him up, and then carve you up as well. Almost dead. Well done, Decker. That wasn't so bad. No bodies dropped. How about that? Oh, be careful, Tim. Be very careful. I have had random encounters show up here early on that were way beyond my capability of handling them. So, how to describe this? So, the various rooms that you enter, and by room I mean an area that your character walks into. Like this entire area is a room, I think is what it's called. Generally will have preset encounters. However, there are a few rooms in the game which can spawn random encounters. I think there might be actually more than a few rooms, but I don't know the exact number. In any case, this is one of those areas, down here in particular at this corner. Sometimes you might encounter something there that wasn't there originally. And it draws from a random pool of encounters. More of them, to my knowledge, are always being added to the game. It's always fun when I encounter something for the first time. You can meet, like, a beggar who needs money, someone who's wounded and you can save them, a group of Ironheads from the Ironhead gang that are really tough for you to defeat and attack you, a bunch of pit bulls. It's quite fun when you meet the random encounters. Oh, okay. Let's let them come to me. Okay, this one moved the way it did because this one's blocking the path. I don't want to be attacked by multiples of them at the same time, so we're going to duck into the building. And I will just end the turn. Take 2 more swings and then move back. We saw a friend, and it totally saw me. It must have come to investigate, but then I killed the last, the last rat. Oh no, my pistol wasn't equipped. Okay. Okay. Some rat hound leather. Another rat hound. Come on, rat hound. Come at me, bro. More hearts and more leather. So somewhere over here is Jack Quicksilver's man that we're supposed to turn in the package to. Hello. Another Omega OD card. OD card and ID card. So really quick, by the way, I don't want any of that nonsense. Nothing in the barrel. He's not... Well, maybe he is there. We don't know. We can't get in there. Hello, Jack. I was just about to leave. I honestly did not expect you should survive. What is the meaning of this? I knew I was being watched, so I had to use someone as a decoy while I got the real package out of the station. But it is as I promised. A man was waiting to pay you for the delivery. I never said who that man would be. He hands you some credits. What will you do now? I'll move on to some other place. The trains are out, but there are other ways to travel around, though. They are much slower, especially if you don't know all the shortcuts. He smiles. Let me know if there's something you'd like to trade before I leave. So, this is our last time to trade with Jack before he vanishes from this area. And we have nothing he's... Well, I have lockpicks, but I don't want to sell him the lockpicks. You know, we don't have boots equipped, do we? We don't. We should buy some boots. So let's do that. Thank you, Jack. So we gain another point of agility. 3 stealth doesn't help us. And 1% more mechanical damage reduction. We are going to get annihilated if something actually manages to hit us. We have no real armor absorption. So we're relying on our agility and our evasion to keep us alive, but our agility is not very high normally. It's 9 because of the 2+1 pieces of gear I'm wearing, which is very nice. Oops. However, if when something does hit us, it's gonna really hurt. Hello, EMP mine. I totally should never read this. We should vendor it instead, because we're never going to make any EMP mines. I don't intend to take any traps with this character. You need traps to deploy mines you create or that you buy. Won't be useful if I read it. But I read them anyway, because I feel compelled to read every single blueprint I find. I just do. Don't you do it. Do as I say, not as I do. There's no reason for you to ever do what I just did. But I do it. That's all there is to it. Lock. Do we have the lock picking for this? We do. And what's inside this room? Some shelves. A handful of bullets, 3 bullets, but another Omega ID card. So good thing we have lockpicking that let us get that other oddity item. Oh, there's an okay level of... There's a sniper rifle frame here. It's not... if I had enough... If I had the blueprint for the sniper rifle, and I had the parts, this would be worth picking up. Oh, and the mechanics skill in order to create it, but I don't. It weighs 3.5 pounds. Its value is only 1,060. It can stay there. Alright, let's heal ourselves up. So this is where we're supposed to go, up there. But I'm gonna do some exploring first, before we go up there. We passed a few other exits from these other rooms, in particular this one. Let's go ahead and head into this tunnel, which will lead us downstairs into the area where Harris had been watching and told us about the lurkers. Dead rat hound, and something saw us, and we started combat, but I don't see what saw us. Oh, that was what it was. A stalker. Let's carve him up. A steel dagger, useless. 2 electronic scraps, and a single Stygian coin. Our dagger is much better. This is worth absolutely nothing. It can stay on the corpse. I'm going to try my best not to feel compelled to pick everything up off of every corpse because I've got this amazing option now in the game. Locked. Let's see what's down here. You can get a random encounter right in this room on occasion. None here today. The camera is friendly. This must be what this gentleman is using to keep track of who's moving around down here. Nothing on the barrels, nothing down this tunnel. Okay, so that was just another way to kind of move around this area. Another camera. This is like a maze down here. Some stairs. These go up to the area that we had just taken to get down here. To just take to a different entrance into this zone. So, something about having a bunch of foreknowledge about this game is I know there are some enemies right outside this passage. We could walk out there and see if we win the initiative roll. We could also enter combat now and walk out there just right now. And then we guarantee that we start with the initiative because we started combat. Hello, Stalker. See? No problem. You risk... well, not risk. You will end up using movement points to do this, obviously, as opposed to walking out and seeing if you get lucky with the initiative roll. It's a 5mm. I can tell based on the sound that it makes when it shoots. Ho ho. We are hitting very often. I am very surprised at how often we are actually hitting the enemy. I expected that we would be missing a lot more often. This guy has nothing really useful on him except for a single antidote, which is nice to find so early on in the game. Hopefully we won't have to fight anything that poisons us so early, though. A level 2 knife, that's garbage. A level 1 gun, that's also junk. We'll take the gun anyway, so we can take the bullets out of it, which are probably honestly worth more than the gun is worth. And then he can have back his gun. Now, unlike, I think, when I was playing the game with Gabriel, which you guys might have watched, Decker here has an 8 perception. And that means that we will discover secrets, like the secret door. And inside secrets, we will find things, well, not that locker, like this strange comm device. It looks like some sort of a communication device, though you're unsure how it's used, since it only has one button. Since it's already broken, you might as well take it apart and find out. This is an oddity item, and it gives us 1 experience point. As I was saying before, if you want to get the most out of an oddity game, you will want to take a character that has lockpicking, pickpocketing, hacking, and has high perception. Now, a heads up, I think I've mentioned it, that there are more oddity items for some of the oddity items than there are the amount of times you can study them. I believe there are 6 or 7 of these broken cell phones waiting for us out here. And we can only study 4 of them. So we wouldn't actually be leaving experience behind that we could never get here. But it's useful to get it early on, as we just did. Okay, so with that done, now it's time for the hard part. This room. Okay, there are stealthed enemies here. We have a high perception, actually, so our detection might be a little better. Well, our detection is a little better than some of my other characters' detection has been. Maybe it'll be good enough for us to detect the invisible enemies right before they stab us in the throat. Let's see. Locked. Let's use a lockpick. Sure you want to do... Oh, hold on, Tim. Don't you have aim shot? I completely forgot that we had aim shot till right now. There we go. Oh, I don't know if you're ready for this. The first thing we should do, Tim, is open this door. Alright, everyone. So, we might get super lucky and get some really good armor and possibly a good pistol from what's right on the other side of this door. But it's going to be tough. Here we go. There he is, this guy. So, something that you might not have realized, but maybe you did, is you can always tell what type of armor the enemy is wearing because they are actually wearing it. We are wearing, like, we're wearing the Cave Hopper armor, so you can tell that because of how, like, lightly armored we look. This guy is wearing an anti-thermic overcoat of some sort. These generally have great bullet resistance against ballistic weapons. Oh! But a 53 critical hit, and that was after the damage reduction, is amazing. Yes! And he's dead! Holy crap! I made that sound like that was going to be really difficult, and it should have been, but it wasn't. That's the best. Now, because we fired that gun, that made some sound, and I want to stay away from there at the moment. Just in case it drew some unwanted attention. I guess we should take those. Alright, Stalker, what do you have on you? Let's take all the loot. There's a barrel here. Let's go up to the barrel. Okay, and let's see what we got. A .62mm Hawker. Same type of caliber as our current gun, but much lower level, and worth not very much. It can stay here at the moment. He had some boots, rat hound leather, slightly better, slightly worse armor penalty. I like our boots better. The +1 agility is more important to me than an extra 1% mechanical, actually the same amount of mechanical resistance, and just 1% cold, so we don't need those. Okay, his armor is not very good, truth be told, but it could still be useful to us with where we're still going to go. So, anti-thermic Gavlik overcoat. This vest provides moderate protection against electrical attacks and carries a ballistic panel made of laminated fabric that has a hard, rigid surface, valued for its high bullet-stopping capabilities. It comes with an aluminized overcoat that can somewhat reflect the high radiant loads produced by fire. So, the important thing for us to look at is that mechanical resistance. It absorbs 17% of the damage we take from mechanical sources, that's bullets basically, or it reduces the damage by a flat 5. It's whatever would reduce it more. Then, note that mechanical damage threshold increased by 200% against bullets and shotgun shells. I think the damage threshold... let's see. The amount of mechanical damage your caliber can absorb, the armor either absorbs the amount indicated by the percentage or the flat number, whichever will result in more damage being absorbed. Keep in mind that certain damages, such as poison or direct mind damage, completely ignore armor. The number in the brackets is the percentage by which the damage that goes through the shield and the resistance is modified. Okay. So our current armor reduces it by 13 mechanical resistance, all told, because of our armor and because of our boots. Or by 2, just a flat 2. So this is much better. However, watch our dodge and evasion over here. They're 56 at the moment. 43. This is because we now have an armor penalty of 6%. Normally, that would only lower your values by 6%. But we have the nimble feat, which grants us, if our armor penalty is 0, an additional 15% to those values. When I am prepared to fight enemies who are going to be shooting bullets, and I know I won't be able to dodge them very easily, I will wear this armor. Right now, though, we'll stick to wearing this. Your armor penalty, in addition, by the way, to affecting your dodge and evasion numbers, also affect your effective stealth rating. That armor penalty reduces your stealth by an equal amount. So 6% reduces your stealth by 6%. If you're an armor penalty of 10% and you had 60 points in stealth, you'd actually only have 54 stealth after the armor penalty was applied. The same holds true, by the way, another statistic that this affects is your movement points. You lose an amount of movement points equal to that armor penalty as well. We would lose 6% of our movement points. Right now, we have 42 movement points. If we put the armor on and we wait until we can enter combat again, I'll show you. We should probably leave the door open. Oh, well, now we have 36 armor points, not 42. We lost 6 points of movement. That's actually quite a bit of movement we lost from that. Oh, crap. I don't have any food in effect. Let's eat the stuff back for that detection increase. 15%. You can totally leave notes all over your map. I tend to put DNEs down, which for me stands for did not explore, and then I indicate the area I did not explore. I know, but say there's a stealth guy right here. There is. All right, so fighting enemy stealthers is fun. They will often initiate combat with you, just like you can initiate combat and then walk out to fight enemies you know are there. This guy started combat with us, and he walked up, and we still don't see him, but he's somewhere in front of us. If you have flares, you can reveal all stealth enemies if you're able to get the enemy within the AoE of the flare. There he is. Let's hit him once, and then run. Because he probably has sprint. He's going to be kind of angry we shot him in the face. Okay, well, we're totally shooting him. In the face! Take his gasoline. Nice try, jerk. And it looks like he had rat hound leather armor. So, I'm probably not wearing it. Let's see. 2 and 12. Oh, this is a cave hopper leather overcoat. Oh, I didn't know they made them. So the only difference is that this increases our stealth, and it's worth more money when we sell it. It also weighs 0.5 more pounds, but I like the way it looks, so we'll wear this instead of our current cave hopper armor. He also dropped a knife and some other things. We're probably just going to leave it in like a garbage can somewhere. There's another enemy in this room. Okay. They can and will totally walk up and stab you if they have the movement points and action points to do so. Let's shut the door. Because when that opens, we'll know where he is. Alright. He is somewhere. I still can't see him. He's somewhere up in front of us there. And now we see him. So he is still stealthed. This means that he does not have his full movement points yet. So when you're stealthed, in order to move, you don't get any movement points normally. Unless you're wearing like special boots that give you extra movement points, or actually I think that's about it. Even then, actually, I don't think you get movement points when you're stealthed. And so he has to walk up using action points and open the door using action points, so he might get one swing at us. Let's move down a little bit. Is he still stealth? He still doesn't realize that we see him. And so now we're going to move up and shoot him in the face. Uh-oh. We're not going to kill him. Or will we? Bang! Aim shot. I remembered I had it. Holy crap. He had an electrical knife. We will take a look at that together, everyone. That's a nice find so early in the game. We've got some rocks down here that we don't have any dynamite for. Oops, that was the wrong thing to do. Pop you up, click on you. There is an odd item on the other side of these rocks. I think it's a rat head on like a rat head necklace is what it is. And we cannot get it yet. We have to come back here later on in the game. I think there's 2 more stealth enemies around here. And then there's a tough enemy with an assault rifle, I think, waiting down one of these passages. I died here so many times when I was first playing the game. Because I didn't really understand stealth very well. I thought there was an enemy here. Maybe he's down just in this passage. Let's take a peek. I know you're here. Actually, I don't know you're here. I think you're here. Alright, we either walked right past you and you decided that you weren't going to start fighting us, or you weren't actually there. Okay, so toxin clouds are very dangerous and can kill you extremely quickly. We are lucky in that we actually found a gas mask early on, which will give us some bioresistance. We'll probably still take some damage unless we're quick. Okay, that wasn't so bad. So we searched all those toxic barrels. Let's take this off now. So the gas mask gives us bioresistance, and quite a bit of it too, which is very nice. However, notice that it decreases our perception by 2, and also decreases our detection by 50%. So I'm only interested in putting it on when we are going to be encountering gas. I guess there's only one more stealth enemy here. He's down here, waiting for us. Let's go and drop some stuff off in the barrel. Okay, so we don't need that knife, it's garbage. Oh, this is a rat hound suit of armor. So we don't gain the agility, the +1 agility, but we gain more damage reduction. A little better cold reduction. I think I prefer my cave hopper overcoat that I just picked up, and we won't need this either. Okay, let's look at this knife together. It's a level 5 electrical knife. That's pretty decent for this low level. So it's okay. So the damage is 8 through 14, which is basically what our serrated steel knife does. It requires energy in order for it to use its electrical attack, the extra electrical damage that it inflicts. So it actually does 15 through 28 total damage. and it inflicts 4 through 7 electricity damage to any nearby enemies from the primary target that I strike with it. It would be good against robots, so maybe we are interested in it, but we'll want to repair it. It's heavily damaged. Almost at the point where we actually will start doing less damage because of how damaged it is. So we'll probably go back to Southgate Station, vendor some of this stuff. Now I'm leaving it in the barrels. We'll probably bring it back with us, store it somewhere there. Actually, all this stuff is kind of worthless. Most of it is. Oh, hold on. Tim, what are you doing? Pay attention. You're about to walk down a passageway that has an enemy in it. You can't see that enemy, but they're totally there. Right, let's also see if we can get lucky enough to unlock the door. We did. All right. Yep. Oh, no, that's the rat hounds. But I know there's someone else down here waiting to say hello. There he is. Okay. We saw him. So let's talk about stealth a little bit. And just in case you don't know, and you're watching this video and you have no clue how stealth works, or you see me use Garrett, but you didn't quite understand how stealth works. So, your stealth rating is compared with the enemy's detection rating to determine if you get detected or not, or how quickly you get detected. Standing in the light reduces, I don't know if reduces your stealth rating is the correct way to phrase it, but you're more easily seen if you're in the light. You are more easily seen if you are close to an enemy. You are more easily seen if you are in their line of sight. This guy is in the light, very close to us, and we are staring down that passageway. All of that helped us detect him. If we were using Gabriel with his perception of 4, he probably would not have seen him, even though he was standing right here. Maybe next round we would have seen him, but next round this guy's going to walk up and start stabbing us in the throat. So what we're going to do is we're going to aim shot him in the head. You will not survive! Want to place a bet on that? Because you'd be wrong! Oh, we can't end combat at this time because the rat hounds are angry with us up there. And he has an electrical knife. Holy crap, and it's a level 4 knife. But the damage is not as good, I think, the electricity-wise. Holy crap, we're getting electrical... So this would have slaughtered us. This guy be able to reach us with this. Wow. So this knife does significantly more damage with its electrical attacks than this one, than the one we just picked up. Even... Oh, and it's a higher level, that's why as well. Level 5, this is level 4. Okay. Alright. That's not so bad. We'll definitely hold on to that stuff. There's a mine. I think we'll go back to Southgate Station and sell some stuff really quick. Actually, first thing we're going to do is reload the pistol. And then we're going to kill some rat hounds. Now, there is a dangerous rat hound here. We got a rat hound alpha, our first rat hound alpha. So here's how I'm going to handle this fight. We're going to stay right here and let them... Actually, can we kill this first one? We can hurt it a little bit. All right, let's let them come to us. Now, this rat hound alpha can't reach us, and this rat hound can't move away. It can't get around us to let it reach us either. The rat hound alpha does much more damage than a normal rat hound does, and at this stage in the game, rat hound alphas are actually somewhat of a threat. So I'm not going to attack the normal rat hound. That's going to sit there, and I'm instead going to shoot the rat hound alpha until we kill it. And now we can kill the normal rat hound. All right. Not bad. Oh, we're still in combat. There's another enemy here. Oh, no. Okay, I'm not in combat. Combat ended. Okay, well, that was really weird. All right, let's search those remains. We got another rat hound here, but we don't get anything for it. We get a health hypo, 5 ampules. Those aren't really worth anything. We'll just leave them there. So, how's our dagger holding up? And our pistol? They're okay at the moment. So, I think this desk or this shelf has a chance to have a decent weapon in them. So let's take a peek and see if we get lucky. This is it. And it's armor. Actually, I got that wrong. So, oh, actually, there's a decent crossbow here. Pneumatic Zephyr crossbow. It's somewhat damaged at 319 out of 510. So level 5 crossbow, but it's not bad. We'll take a look at the armor. That's riot armor that was there. Oh, hello. That was there. I have a trap, and we don't need you. You're just weighing me down. Okay, so something else I'm going to stop and talk about for just a brief amount of time is items and their durability. You'll notice that I'm leaving quite a few of the guns behind because their durability is low and their value is low. Here, though, this crossbow is worth 4,202. That's its value rating, and its durability is 319 out of 510. I bet if I repair this with a medium repair kit, that it will be worth around 5,500 or so for that repair kit, maybe a little more. Let's see if I'm right. 5,743. The repair kit itself has a value worth of 300. Items which are damaged but do not have a high value, and you can tell this because either they are very low on value and also worth nothing, or they aren't so badly damaged, like their durability is 1,500 and they're like at 1,200 value of it, but they're still only worth like 2,000 value, or 3,000, maybe even 3,000. Probably not worth repairing them, even if it's worth selling them. In the case of this crossbow, though, it is totally worth repairing it. It is worth more money now than it was before when we sell it to the merchant, and by using we didn't waste the repair kit by doing so, because we'll get more out of the selling of it. There's also some insulated riot armor with steel shield. It weighs 10 pounds. We're not wearing it because the armor penalty is 43%. And it's only level 1. This is the worst riot armor with shield we could have equipped. But it's actually not bad, all things considered. It's got a good value for the level 1, 4,419. That tells you it's a decent set of armor. Its mechanical damage is also increased against both bullets and against mechanical damage. And there's an old train schedule here. Partially burned train schedule of lower Underrail metro system. It's an item. It's worth 1 point. I think this does tend to always have riot armor in it. I knew it was something special in one of the items here. I thought it was a gun, but that's not the case. Some bullets in the desk. Has 15 Stygian coins. Our first Stygian coins. The game features several different types of currency. I think there's at least 3. There's Southgate Station credits, charons, and United Station dollars. Most of the time, we will be using charons, the vast majority of time, for all the purchasing that we do. But these very early parts of the game, Southgate Station credits are what we'll be using. Okay, let's go back to Southgate Station. Actually, I can do this off screen. So, should we... Oh, hold on. We're not done yet. We didn't explore everything here. There's another enemy right on the other side of this area. So let's say hello to him. In this area, I mean, he's waiting for us, I think, right here? We just can't see him because of this pillar. Oh, there he is. I'll let him come to me. He might have sprint, actually. So let's move over here. He does not, or he would have used it. You are in the light. I will not use aim shot yet. Didn't even need it. I hit you all 3 times, too. That's super lucky. He's got basically garbage. We'll take the padding, though. Oh! We didn't explore everything over in this area. There was an area I didn't explore. Okay, so we're not quite done yet. I think what we'll do, everyone, is we'll explore these tunnels. We're almost done with them. And then we'll call the session. And off-screen, I will go back to Southgate Station and see about vendoring some stuff. Now, we might not have the lock picking for this door. I think it's 50. And I think we have 43 as our lock picking. Let's see. How do I know this crap? 43 is our lock picking. We do not have enough to lock pick that at the moment. Oh, maybe we do. Maybe we do. No. 48 with the MK2 lockpick. And I don't have the EO sandwich, which could have increased our dexterity by 1 point and given me just barely 50, I think, to lockpick the door. So that will have to wait for the future. And I don't think we can explore anything up in this area. So let's reload the pistol. And it is time for the last part. I completely forgot about this. There's this gate. We heard something bubbling, actually, while we were standing over here. Let's see if we can get in here. Lockpicking 10. I think did they lower that one? That's actually lockpickable by most characters, even if you have like a 3 dex, assuming you get an MK3 lockpick to do the lockpicking with. Okay. This guy's tough. Because he has a weapon that has burst. I'm pretty sure this guy has an assault rifle. So, we can do this 2 ways. We can walk in, we can start the combat and hope we can kill him instantly. I mean, I'm gonna do that anyway. The question is, do I feel like he'll miss me more often than hit me with my evasion? Because then, maybe I want to keep my Cave Hopper leather overcoat on for a few more movement points and higher evasion. But otherwise, this is by far the better armor to wear because it will stop probably 15 damage worth of, well, damage from his gun. I think we'll wear this. Alright. Let's give it a go. Hello. Okay, he's wearing either Cave Hopper leather armor himself, or he's wearing Rat Hound armor. Oh my god, we're gonna slaughter him. I'm amazing! I'm amazing. Let's put this back on. Okay, all that panic for no reason. He's quite dead. And he has an assault rifle. I was right. Okay. Oh, he also has 7.62 mid ammo. Some armor, which is... Oh, more cave... So he was wearing Cave Hopper. 7.62 millimeter Marauder, an assault rifle. Assault rifles... From my experience, they're good weapons, but they're not worth very much to sell them. Even one that has a decent value for its durability, maybe you'll break even or do a little better with a repair kit on them. Most of the time it's not worth it, unless it has some sort of attachment to it, like an expanded magazine or a forward grip. I think assault rifles can use forward grips to increase the chance that your burst attacks hit. What's in here? Another 7.62 Hawker. This one without a laser sight, level 6 again. Heavily damaged, might be worth repairing. And an eye patch. An icky old eye patch. Putting this on without any antibiotics handy might actually cost you an eye. 1 more oddity point. On oddity mode, one of the draws of it is it really encourages you to explore every inch of Underrail. You want to go into all the cave systems. You want to have lockpicking to get into those locked doors, those locked rooms to see what secrets are in them. You want hacking to access all the crates and slice through the security doors to access secret warehouses and armories. And then you want to look for all these oddity items. It's amazing, and it feels really good when you actually find an oddity item off the beaten path somewhere. You'll hear me both praising and hating on the oddity system as we play through this Let's Play together. As I think I said in the last episode, it's a fine experience point system. Just generally, I prefer Classic because it requires less grinding, and I get to come to the full realization of my character build earlier than if I had been playing it on the oddity system. Oh, we might have also gained an oddity point when we completed Jack Quicksilver's quest. I didn't actually look to see if that was the case. Now, if all things go well, and so far they are, I think we'll probably be around level 10 by the time we reach Depot A. Depot A, you'll hear me talk about it in the future as well, is the first real test of your character build. Many characters, For many players have reached Deep Away only to discover their build isn't strong enough to complete it, and they die horribly in Deep Away. Deep Away will be teaching us very, very important life lessons when we get there, most of which I think would be better explained when we actually reach that location. Just, as long as we're talking about it really quick, I just want to mention that, in case I haven't, the very first character I created walked out of Southgate Station and died to the first rat hounds. I couldn't kill them. My character was that bad. The second character was able to get up to the GMS compound, which is what we are aiming to get towards right now, but he wasn't able to do it. I couldn't get through it. It was slightly too tough. I had trouble with... And I actually don't think it was the character build that was the trouble. I think what it was my not understanding the game mechanics well enough. Saw him the bolts, and that's definitely worth the $9. Can we get, let's see, something else from him? I'm not building any pistols. Not selling anything that great. Can I get this knife? What does he want? The shotgun shells. I don't need the 5mm rounds. Okay, that works. Well, kind of. Let's see. Let's split this. Split this again. Okay, that works. It's a bunch of crap. We get a slightly better dagger, arguably, than the one we're currently using. Alright, all this can be left inside the shelf. Yeah, next character struggled with GMS Compound. Then, my other characters, and I had 3 of them, made it to Deep Away. And those 3 characters couldn't beat it. They just couldn't do it. So many reloads, so many close calls, but in the end, it just didn't work. I couldn't beat Deep Away. And I eventually learned what it takes to make a good character in this game. Which is to say, the game is trying to teach me how to build a character, and I didn't understand what it wanted until my 4th character arrived. Finally ready, and I understood the game mechanics enough that I could beat Deep Away. What a glorious day that was. And then after you beat Deep Away, the rest of Underrail opens to you. The world is your oyster. You can go anywhere you want, and I did. And I died over and over again to everything that was out there. And I loved every second of it. Every ambush killed me. The crawlers and deathstalkers killed me over and over. I ran in terror when I would see a red dream mushroom, because I began to realize this is where those horrible bugs are located. And by bugs, I mean the creatures themselves. It was absolutely wonderful. And I'm looking forward to... Well, we probably won't die too often with Decker here. But I'll look forward to it if that does indeed happen. And apparently I'm doing this on screen, so we're doing some shopping on screen. So we're here stuck with Ezra. And I want a electric toolkit, because this is used to repair these electrical knives. And I'm going to want 2 of them. That's going to be expensive, but I think it's worth it. How much money do I have? 1K? How much are you worth? Probably not worth repairing them for the monetary amount, Tim. Just take these for the repair of that one knife. That would be this one. 2,500, so... Did it go up 1,000? No, not even 1,000, so yeah... this one's definitely not worth repairing if this one wasn't. This one's higher level, and they were both damaged about the same amount. So, still worth selling it. For a dagger, 1,000 bucks is a decent amount. For any dagger, actually. So, we'll put that back down with the other stuff we plan on selling in the future back down here in Armory. Alright, everyone, so... I think that'll do it for us. When we come back, we will be ready to handle the GMS compound. And I will see you guys then. Take care, everyone, and thanks for watching.